Hello again, everybody. Bruce Lurch back again for the Boston Herald, and the New England fall weather has reared its ugly head. I braved the cold, rain, and wind with a trip to Bridgewater. It's the 15th-ranked Bridgewater-Raynham welcomed 3rd-ranked Marshfield for a non-league matchup. No time wasted whatsoever here as Marshfield strikes big on the first play of the game. Quarterback Jack Masterson finds wide receiver Jason Darcy all alone deep downfield. Darcy goes the rest of the way, 64 yards to the rack for the touchdown. The Rams would connect on a 2-point conversion pass to stake themselves to an 8-0 lead. The Trojans would settle themselves in, as they often do, churning out yardage and eating time off of the clock. Tailback Sean Noel was a workhorse this night. He carried the ball 9 times on Bridgewater's opening drive, as the Trojans drove 80 yards in 19 plays, with Noel finishing the march by taking a pitch, then cutting back inside for a 10-yard touchdown run. BR would miss its conversion try, and that kept the score at 8-6. Marshfield put together a nice drive of its own in the second quarter, as Masterson first finds big tight end Danny Dalton for a 20-yard hookup. Then Masterson ultimately finishes it with a perfect throw down the seam to a wide-open Kyle Meakin. Meakin takes it the rest of the way for a 23-yard score. Let's go back to Dalton for a minute. The 6'6" senior is committed to Penn State as a tight end, but he's been making his mark on defense of late. Here, Dalton picks off a BR pass on 4th down. Watch as he hot steps it down the left sideline. It's Rack City, baby. 95 yards in the touchdown, and that makes it a 22-6 Rams lead at the half.
On the pick.
That first half would actually close on an interception by the Rams' Adam McNamara. Oddly enough, McNamara came through with an even bigger play on the Trojans' opening possession of the third. 4th down once again for BR. McNamara picks off Steve D'Amelia near midfield, and McNamara takes his turn. It's Rack City, baby, one more time. This one with a final juke at the end for McNamara, and he pushes the Rams' edge to 28-6. Bridgewater-Raynham would not go quietly, however. And they struck back big as D'Amelia floats a screen to teammate Bryce Shaw, who knifes his way through the defense and races untouched right down the middle of the field, all the way to the house for a 68-yard touchdown pass. Now the BR defense makes a statement as Matt Reagan picks off Masterson at his own 20-yard line. D'Amelia would get hot on the ensuing drive as he hit on 5 of 8 passes as the Trojans drove 80 yards once again. The final play coming when D'Amelia finds Cade McNaughton on a little hitch. McNaughton finishes it off for a 15-yard touchdown to pull his team within a score at 28-21. 9 catches for 119 yards for McNaughton on the night. Marshfield, however, showed that it could counterpunch with anyone. Masterson breaks off a big run for 33 yards. Then he throws a strike to Danny Hickey for 14 more. And that would lead to a goal line touchdown run by Christian Friedel. And that pushed the Rams' lead to 34-21. Bridgewater-Raynham, not done yet. D'Amelia hits another big one to McNaughton to get inside the red zone. Noel, who finished with 122 yards on 32 carries, gets it all the way down to the 1. D'Amelia finished it himself with a goal line keeper to make it a 34-28 game with 7:03 remaining. D'Amelia would finish with 297 yards through the air as well. Marshfield came right back with an 85-yard kick return touchdown by Brendan Ward that I missed while tweeting. And Dalton would put the final stamp on this one with his 2nd interception of the night as the Rams were able to finish off the Trojans with a 40-28 victory.
Well, we get some pretty good kids, as you guys saw, and I'm trying to be as, humble as possible here, But we have some pretty good kids, okay, and they work extremely hard. And we haven't had a lot of big plays like this all year long. This is the first time that we haven't had an interception for a touchdown in about 2 years. Today we had 2. I thought we had 3, Danny, on that down there on the goal line. And then the kickoff return, we haven't had one in 15 years. So it's like all of a sudden everything came together when the kids had to make a play. And that's the part that I'm really happy with, that the kids just they kept going.